Great morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. We're here in the second part of our quest guide video. We're on Blue Gate. We're going to complete 3 quests on this run: a First Foothold, Safe Passage, and Hatch Repairs. We're going to do them all in one run. A First Foothold is a tricky quest because it has you run around the entire perimeter of the Blue Gate map. I'm going to show you that we have plenty of time to do it, get the quest and all of the other quests done. We're going to start down here in Raiders Refuge with the first step of a First Foothold. That's going to bring us right here on top of this building, and this will be our first quest objective that we'll complete, right where you can see this blue indicator. The next place we're going to go to is going to be up here by this church. Here we are coming up on the second step of our First Foothold quest on Blue Gate. We have to get up on top of this church to move those panels. On the west side of the church, we're going to climb up on these crates here, do a little jump up onto the scaffolding, get up on the roof, and then here's the dish we need to adjust. And right here is where we are on the map. The next place we have to go is over here to Ridgeline for the First Foothold quest, but before we do that, we're going to stop at Pilgrim's Peak on the way to try to complete the Safe Passage quest. Right here in front of us where the communications tower is. It's a really pretty area. Again, my favorite map. So we need to use explosive grenades to kill any 2 arc. We've got a flight up here, so now we're going to see where those wasps went. There's one. There he is. We've got a solid hit on him before he crashes. There's one with the seeker grenade. And we're going to circle up here. To see if we can find where that other one went. Here he is right here. And there's number 2 with the seeker grenade. So that's Safe Passage completed. This is also a good loot area before we leave. And this is full of all kinds of electronic loot. So all these servers and panels, they're all full of damaged heat sinks, damaged motherboards, wires, advanced electrical components, all that kind of stuff. And then right here is a key room, the Blue Gate Communication Tower key. That's a blue key, and it is a quality loot room. So let's move on with the quest. We're going to go down to Ridgeline to complete step 3 of a First Foothold. All right, here we are coming up on step 3 of our First Foothold quest on Blue Gate. This is Ridgeline, and this is where we need to make the repairs. Here is where we are on the map. We just came from up at Pilgrim's Peak, so we'll make our repairs, and then we're going to continue on to our last step for a First Foothold down in Olive Grove. So here we are for our last step of First Foothold. We're going to interact with this computer right here. It's right down here where these blue marks are. And now we're going to go over here to the Fragrant Hatch to complete the Hatch Repairs quest. Now, an astute observer will have noticed that I didn't actually interact with those quest items, any of them, and that my quest progress didn't update in the top left of my screen like it did in the previous quest guide video, where we completed your first 5 arcraiders quests. And that's because, per the name of the channel, we fail forward in life sometimes. And my first run, when I actually completed these quests, I deleted that raw footage by mistake. So here we are re-recording it just to show you again. So for Raider Hatch Repairs, every hatch has some pipes near it like this. You interact with these to complete the repair. The quest will update, and then somewhere around the hatch, there will be a hatch key that you can actually pick up off of the ground. Here at the Fragrant Hatch, right here, where we are, the hatch key spawns over here in this tire. You just interact with this tire, and then the hatch key pops up. Then after you get the hatch key out of the tire, this teaches you to come over here, interact with this panel, and use the hatch to get out. You'll hit this, it'll open up for a short time, and you'll be able to get out. The hatch will close behind you after a certain amount of time, so you want to make sure that if you're running with people, you're ready, or if you're fighting, that you get right into the hatch, rather than getting held up, because then the hatch will close and you'll have to run to and extract. While they can be closed during certain map effects, they're really a game changer for extracting. This eases the pressure, especially if you're in PvP lobbies. You don't have to worry about getting smoked at the extract or getting ratted by someone. And you can see here I've explained some things. I did some looting and fighting. We've still got 7.5 minutes left to get out, and that's a solid run on the Blue Gate map. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. The easiest way to support the channel, it doesn't cost you a penny, is to just subscribe. If you like what you see, drop a like on the video and watch another video. Thanks for gaming with me. I'll game with you next time.